Of all the holidays we celebrate in the United States, it seems that we spend the most time, the most money, and a whole lot of artistic energy preparing for Christmas. We put up fancy lights on our houses, around our windows, and on our trees. We may even change the whole interior design of our homes from an ordinary, everyday look to that vibrant Christmas design. We bring out the fancy Christmas mugs and the special knickknacks that we have collected. The Santas and the snow globes and the lighthouses and Grandpa's train that runs around the base of our tree. And speaking of trees, well, our Christmas trees may be covered with red bows one year, and the next we change it all up and we choose twinkling lights with gold bows. And for many of us, our ornaments have history that we like to tell when folks stop by. Perhaps we have a Santa from great-grandmother, or a glittering star that your child made in preschool, and ornaments from salt dough painted red and green. There's more, right? We spend time Christmas baking in the Christmas movies, and we then bring out Michael Bublé to entertain us with Christmas carols. We do this, all of it. We say we do it to get into the Christmas spirit. But I wonder, if we paused and reflected upon the reason that we go to all this work to decorate and prepare, would we then realize that we already have the Christmas spirit within? And then we would really think that we just want more. We want more of that joy. We want more of that peace. We want more of the love, more of the hope. These Sundays during Advent, we have talked about being almost Christian and how to become people who are altogether Christian, people who live life with an altogether peace, an altogether love, an altogether joy, and altogether hope. As I worked on each message for our Advent Sundays together, I came to realize that we really don't want to be people who are living in this almost Christmas mode. We really don't want to be almost Christian. We really don't wish to go through just the motions of coming to church or singing and looking good. We really desire to be people who are altogether loving, altogether peacemakers, and altogether full of joy. The writers of the Christmas story describe God coming into our world in the form of a human being, an infant, and coming into a world dramatically different from the heavenly realm. There was nothing pretty about that first Christmas. People like you and me were experiencing turmoil. They were experiencing troubled times that were shaped by all manner of injustice. And yet, we see lots of love expressed in Luke's account of the story. We see Mary's love as she graciously bears the Son of God. We see Joseph's love, his love for God and Mary and the child that she carries. We see God's radical love in that God chose to become one of the poorest of the poor in that society. God chose to bring love into a section of the world that was experiencing oppression and injustice. The first Christmas shows us in a dramatic way that God's love is always accessible, especially to the poor and the outcast. Over the years, as I have sat with this scripture, I have gained an appreciation for the love expressed by the shepherds. Well, shepherds back then were pretty much folks who stayed together, away from the town folks. They were outcast in their society, pretty much despised by the world, even their own people. And Luke tells us that on a hillside outside of the city of Bethlehem, shepherds were tending their sheep. They were doing what shepherds do. They were doing their thing, watching sheep eat and watching sheep sleep. But then in the darkest part of the night, their ordinary lives are interrupted with an amazing chorus, a flashy display of heaven's best. The shepherds get the good news of Christ's birth first. Not the religious folks, not the Pharisees or the Sadducees, but the shepherds. They get the news first. The shepherds receive this news and they listen to the angel's direction to go and see firsthand and to welcome this divine little one into the world. And so off they go, walking to Bethlehem, leaving the safety and comfort of their place on the hillside and risking ridicule by the townsfolk in Bethlehem. All this in order to welcome Jesus. And then they share this good news freely to everyone. I imagine that along with their emotion of joy and praise was a new sense of worth. God had looked favorably upon them to be the messengers for the divine one. I think their joyous response is just one sign that God's gift of love through Jesus Christ is a gift that keeps on giving. It's like that for us as well. Even after we are down to the crumbs in the cookie jar and we have all the ornaments and lights stored away, this gift of altogether love, keeps on thriving. Thriving in us and then through us. We are the shepherds. We are called to spread the good news that love has come and that love is here to stay. And that love is for everyone. We share this news with folks who feel there is no room for them in this world. We share with them that Jesus, too, was born in a place where there was no room for him. We go to those who feel like outsiders and share the joyous story of the shepherd's invitation to come and see. And when we meet folks who feel the absence of love, hope, joy, and peace, we become the hands and feet of Jesus, and we provide a presence of unconditional love. So let us remember that in this world that is struggling, yearning for more peace, more joy, more love, and more hope, God, who loves us more than we can imagine, comes into our world as love, joy, peace, hope, in the form that we can see and hear and touch. God became one of us during that first Christmas, an infant who moved into our world. And so may we open ourselves this night to see the Christ child, Jesus, and allow Jesus to show us the way of life, the way to be altogether love. Amen.